now live. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be reacting to Mikel Arteta's press conference live, plus all of the latest Arsenal news. Come on, Arsenal play Tottenham. It's a massive game. Arteta's got updates on Gabriel, Victor Gyökeres, Martin Odegaard, as their injuries are important news. We're going to be previewing the game, admiring this tracksuit. So please, guys, join the stream. I'm going to be live on here as well. Tune in, comment, share, subscribe, follow, please. Thank you. Yes. Guys, we are now live. What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the stream. We're going to be reacting to Mikel Arteta's press conference. Yes, people. Plus all of the latest Arsenal news. Yes, people. Welcome to the stream. I am now live on YouTube. We're going to be reacting to the press conference. All of the latest. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. What's going on, people? Urson here. Welcome back to the channel. We are live. We're going to be reacting to all the Arsenal news that's come up for the past couple of days, including Mikel Arteta's press conference, previewing Arsenal v Tottenham, going to be giving out the latest news from Spurs, maybe a little reaction to Thomas Frank. I'm going to give my ideal starting 11, my score predictions and whatnot. Please tune in, keep watching, hit the subscribe button. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, people. I'm an Arsenal fan. Look, hitting a 1,000 subscribers is a long-term dream of mine, so please do subscribe. I'm going to also be reacting, talking. Hopefully, like you can see if you can comment, it will pop up on the screen. I've made sure it's active so that I can react. But yes, people, we are here. Come on. Live. Just making sure I just got all of this stuff uploaded. And then when I post, and then I do post, oh my God. Go live, confirm my age. Yeah, man. So it's just like mental, like what's going on, man? Like, right. July 17, 1999. I'm 26 years old, man. I'm 26 years old. Like, look at me, man. I'm 26 years old, chat. Big up, yes, PFC, what's good? Shout out Ireland in the playoffs. Yeah, man. Big up my Irish football fans, man. My Irish Arsenal fans. Um, yeah, man. Like the World Cup sports a lot of drama. We'll be reacting to that as well if you fancy it. Um, but yeah, like we're gonna be reacting to all of that. I'll be supporting Turkey in the playoffs. Let's go, man. What's good, people? I'm live. I'm gonna quick. I'm live I'm trying to go live as much as possible. Ahead of the game, trying to see what's going on. So big up for joining the stream, man. It means a lot to me. Um, at least I got one or two people here. That's class. Like I was to be honest, I'm never really that fussed about the international break. Like the international break was I rather watch the Arsenal play. Even like I was more interested in the women's in their game and what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But Like, oh man, like it's gonna be very, very important that we can do it. But look, now there's a couple of people. There's you in the stream as well. Like, I'm gonna be reacting to all the latest Arsenal news. Hopefully, we just get a good conversation with people because I find it hard streaming on my own with no one to chat to. So if you are still there, it means a lot to me. Like, just tap the like, share, subscribe with. Although it says 969 there, this thing is gonna get hard to get used to. Right, right. There it says there it says 969, but really I'm on 977, so I'll update that when I get the chance to. But what am I doing? I'm getting so confused. Big up to everyone that's live though. We're live on TikTok as well. We're live on YouTube. How's it going, people? Urson here. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be reacting to Mikel Arteta's press conference, all the latest Arsenal news, live at 4 o'clock. Let's go. Yeah, I've got the video lined up as well, so you can hear the audio. A bit of reaction to that as well, as you can see. Look at the transition, eh? But yeah, it's difficult. But I've got the. So if you see me looking there to the screen, it's because I'm looking at my monitor that is showing the TV. If I'm lagging, if I'm latency, so that's the massive vital thing. But yeah, all right, we're gonna be reacting to the press conference now as well. So hopefully you can, if you can hear it as well. But I'll update. Um, but I like that tracksuit ones a lot.
Good afternoon, Mikel.
Good afternoon.
Could we just start off with any clarity you can give us on Gabriel and how serious that injury is?
Yeah, Gabriel unfortunately picked up an injury with the Brazilian national team, and he's going to be out for weeks.
So Mikel Arteta has confirmed that Gabriel Magalhaes will be out for weeks. He didn't say months, he said weeks. That might be good news. He might return in December in that time. But the sad thing is he's out for Bayern as well in the Champions League, where Bayern Munich are one of the best teams in the world right now. The way they've been playing, Elise on brilliant form, Kane on brilliant form, and I feel like Gabriel would have wanted to play that game. But then he's been scoring in all the North London derbies. He's had a major impact. He's got man of the match like a few dozen times. So to see him not playing, it's a massive miss. It's a massive miss. But a matter of weeks is better than 2-3 months out. So he could be back within December or by Christmas.
Can you give us any more clarity?
No, we need to have another scan. I think it's next Wednesday, and we'll have the timeline probably much more clear than we have at the moment.
It's clearly a blow, but have you ever felt more comfortable about the players that you can actually bring in and the options that you have when you have injuries like this?
Yeah, it's clearly a blow because it's our leader in our backline, and to me, obviously, it's never a positive thing. The good thing, as you mentioned, is that we have very good options, and people have to stand up now and do the job.
That's saying to Hincapié, look, this is your chance. Mosquera, this is your chance. Calafiori, if you're going to come in at centre-back, that is your chance to shine. Lewis Skelly, that's your chance. Saliba, you got to step up now. Does that go full screen? Yeah. So, it's massive.
Ricardo Calafiori missed the Italy games. Is he okay?
Yeah, he missed it. He wasn't available. He's been carrying a few things, and we have to bring him back. And he hasn't trained yet, so tomorrow we have another training session and see how he is.
What chance?
So Calafiori needs a training session to be fully up to speed. He's not played. He was rushed back from the international tournaments. Ah, man. I'd have liked him if he had a training session now, but we'll go through the starting lineup. What the predicted lineup will be.
The other injuries that you've had in Gyökeres, Martinelli, and the other longer term ones in Jesus, Havertz, Madueke, and Have I missed anyone there?
So, yeah, we put a lot of energy during the international break with all the medical stuff as well to try to bring them as quick as possible. So tomorrow we have another training session, see how some of them are feeling, whether it's a bit too close to bring them in this game or we feel that they can have a contribution in the game. So tomorrow we'll have more clarity.
So there is a possibility some of them could be in the squad?
Yeah, well, I'm hopeful that that we can make another step tomorrow, but certainly I cannot tell you.
And you can tell us the names of those?
No.
Mikel Arteta is talking about the players that are injured that could return, and it must be tough rebuilding. Yeah, but it is what it is. He won't give an update on who's fit and available. This is the thing with Arteta. When there's a big game coming up, this guy is so hesitant to talk to the media about who's fit and who's not. Like Madueke, Odegaard, Gyökeres, Havertz, Jesus, all been out with injuries long term, and there's talk of them returning. I rate the positivity. Yeah, how am I? I'm good, Saliba is the guy. I'm just reacting to the press conference on Arteta on YouTube, so tune in on the stream. If you want to see the live stream on YouTube and see what's going on, what I'm looking at, tune in onto YouTube as well, man. You can see the comments, and I can read the comments as well. Big up Gunnar Sheaf, man. Thank you, bro, for the repost. It is what it is, like, with that. I'll talk about that in a sec, like, a bit more about, like, how I feel about it, but I want to react to the games. Big up Saliba is the GOAT, man. Thank you. But tune in on YouTube as well, so I can see the stream that on the monitor as well. But yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna flip the camera, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna like hold it like that so you guys can see that I'm live. I'm not gonna hold it, but I don't even know where my other where my other phone holder is, bro. Oh, there it is. So that you guys can see that what I'm actually like trying to react to as well. So that if you tune in onto the stream, like I am live on YouTube as well. Sheaf, you're more than welcome to. Actually, how can I get you to if I go live on YouTube? I don't know how to. I'm on a different app. If they could do that invitation thing, I'll be sick. Yeah. Or actually, so as you can see, I'm live on YouTube, people. Everything is all last minute, man. That's the problem. That's the big problem with me, man. Is that I'm very last minute. So everything I do is very last minute, last second stuff. Luckily, I can push this back. Sorry, guys, for the YouTube stream. I'm just sorting something out, really. Trying to be proactive and quick. I think Nkakpi actually played a game. I hear it. It'd be nice to see him get minutes, actually. Saliba's the GOAT. But yeah. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Alright, one. Right. I know what to do, and I'm panicking like an idiot, but here's what I'm gonna do, actually. Like that. I'm gonna hold that there, and I'm gonna hold that like that. And then you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, but then I can't read the chat. Oh, that's jarring. Do you need more minutes? Oh man, that's jarring. That's actually annoying. That's actually confused the living life out of me. So actually, what I could do is do that, and then I can have a look, and then when I react, and then I react. But yeah. Sorry about that, YouTube guys. Big up to everyone that's in the comment section. Just sorting out. I do everything like pretty much very last minute, so it's difficult. Big up Lion, welcome to the stream, man. Everyone hit the follow button. We're close to 200 followers. Mustafa, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream.
I can, but I'm not gonna do have more clarity.
So there is a possibility some of them could be in the squad?
Yeah, well, I'm hopeful that that we can make another step tomorrow, but certainly I cannot tell you.
And you can tell us the names of those?
No. I can, but I'm not going to do it.
So Arteta knows who's fit and available, but he doesn't want to reveal to the media that who's fit and who's available, which is a piss take, because I want to know who's fit and available, chat. Like, I want to know who's fit. Alright, actually, I'm going to leave it like that. Who's fit and who's available, do you know what I mean? Like, I want to know who can play, who can start, who needs an extra training session. But at the same time, I totally understand why, where like, you don't want to give Thomas Frank any inkling of what's happening. You don't want to give him any inkling. You don't want them to try and mark out the player out of the game and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then the whole game plan like could evolve. If your careers does end up getting minutes, everyone's going to be marking your careers. They're not going to be marking Bukayo Saka. But big up Saliba is the GOAT, man. Big up Mustafa. I hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. There you go. You can see the comments. So just have a little chat as I react.
I know we've spoken about the North London Derby before, but you've managed the North London Derby. You've played in some of the most ferocious derbies in world football. What makes this one so unique, so special for you?
It's just different. I mean, it's a big city, but it's a big rivalry. It's a part of London that we want to conquer. They want to do the same. There's been a lot of shifts as well over the years as well, who's been more dominant, and it's just beautiful, especially when we play at home in front of our people. We know what it means to them and the energy that they're going to bring, the energy that the team is going to bring in every single action, and it's just a privilege to play those kind of games. So we cannot wait to get to Sunday.
You mentioned the fans, and it obviously means so much to them, to both sets of fans. But how big a challenge is it to separate what their needs are and trying to focus on what is just a game that you want to win and you must win to get 3 points?
It's about bringing it into the table. That's the context of the game, and that's a superpower. You know, when you have everybody playing with that passion and with their emotion with the team every single ball, it makes a difference. And we've been very privileged the way that the fans have been with us at the Emirates, and especially against our rivals. And on Sunday, I'm sure that the team is going to behave and make.
Guys in the comment section, yeah. What is your favourite North London derby? For me, I think the one that stands out to me the most is the 4-2 win over Spurs under Unai Emery. I remember being there at the pub, watching the game at the pub, and the vibes from that game, when Aubameyang scored that equaliser, and then Lacazette gives Arsenal the lead, Torreira, that was something special. I'm not even gonna lie, like. But then the most recent one was pretty it was pretty tame because Arsenal were falling out in the league and prioritising Champions League. But yeah, we drew the season before. The season before that was a 2-2 draw. In midfield, made an error. Imagine we won that game, we probably would have won the league. We probably would have won the league in that season. Do you know what I mean, chap? So it's very hard. Under Arteta, my favourite North London, the one away from home. Big up to everyone that's joined.
I'm very proud.
You mentioned the recent record. It has been very good from your perspective. 5 wins and a draw in your last 6 North London derbies. Can you put your finger on why the record has been so good? Have you been able to separate the actual occasion with the actual game?
Yeah, it's a game that emotionally requires something else, and you cannot be too hype, but at the same time, that game demands that in every ball, in every action, you have to be at it a bit more than in any other game, and we have found a really good balance. Obviously, we played well. Sometimes we have decided to win. Sometimes we've been a bit lucky as well to win. That's fair as well to say. So on Sunday we need a really, really good performance to beat them.
I wonder, Mikel, if you've seen Wayne Rooney's comments about his 3 outstanding players of the season so far.
No.
Semenyo was one.
Good.
Brian Mbeumo was one.
Okay.
Victor Gyökeres was the third one.
That one is very good.
I just following up on that. And he had
I like that. I like that. Victor Gyökeres is very good. So in the press conference, I mean, he's praising of Semenyo. They're saying it's good. So that might. It's like a little link. It's like a little link. I don't know. Obviously, Semenyo has been in the news that he's got a release clause of £60 million with 5 in add-ons. But
come under a bit of criticism. Can you
suggest that he could join Arsenal? Shall see. Oh, minute. Can I move that quickly?
Maybe it doesn't work. Well, I'm very glad.
But yeah, like Gyökeres, it's nice to see.
Well, I don't know. At the end,
It's nice to see Gyökeres getting praise from Wayne Rooney, whereas everyone has been peltering him like, yeah, he's crap, he's not been a good signing, is this, is that. But when I've watched Match of the Day where when Rooney has featured, it's always been positive. It's been positive. It's because he pins the defenders back. The defenders are constantly marking him. Do you know what I mean? So this is good news. This is good news. It's good that a Premier League icon and a Premier League legend is defended a striker where he's understood, in understanding where he's come from. And Gyökeres hasn't had it easy where at Arsenal he's been struggling fitness. He scored 2 braces, one against Leeds and then an important brace against Atletico Madrid where we were down 4-0. And now he's got an injury problem where he might be fit, he might be unavailable for Sunday's game. So I want him fit and raring to go. And he's going to be so important in that game where defenders are... Because if he plays, Saka's going to have more moments against Udogie or Ben Davies at left back or whoever's at left back. So, whereas if it's if it's Marino that plays, Marino's going to be spending half the time in midfield making late runs into the box with the defenders. They're not going to be trying to mark him out the game. They're going to be trying to mark Saka or Trossard. So it's important that we keep working on with
other people, the time that he generates for us, and then as well the level of threat that he's brought to the team, which is magnificent. So really happy to hear that. Victor has,
But yeah,
player that he was. I'm sure it then is not just related to the goals that he has scored.
a bit of criticism? Can you allow yourself a little smile like you're doing now?
Well, I'm really glad that this is coming from someone like Wayne, his experience and the kind of player that he was. I'm sure it then is not just related to the goals that he has scored, but the contribution to the team number 9 can do and the impact that Victor has in our team, his work rate, the way he opens the spaces for other people, the time that he generates for us, and then as well the level of threat that he's brought to the team, which is magnificent. So really happy to hear that.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks very much. We'll go to Jake from PLE.
Hi.
Hi.
How different a challenge, though, is Tottenham this season than they were last season, do you think?
Well, I think every game is very different, and in the same season as well, depending on the momentum of each.
nah, it's good for it. It's good praise. It's important that like Gyökeres is treated with the same amount of respect as a lot of footballers that have come in. At the end of the day, coming in from a different league is never easy. And I know I expected Gyökeres to start the way he started. I was ready for that. Knowing that by March, April, May, he's gonna be fit and firing, you know? Yo, where do I apply for a visa? That's a random question to ask me. I was born and raised here, dude. Google it, man.
Different, and in the same season as well, depending on the momentum of each team, the games are very, very different. I think Thomas has brought something very different to what they had before.
Right, so he's asked about Thomas Frank.
Well, I think every game is very different.
Jake from PLE.
plays for us, and then as well the level of threat that he's brought to the team, which is magnificent. So really happy to hear that.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, Namesh. We'll go to Jake from PLE.
Hi.
Hi.
How different a challenge, though, is Tottenham this season than they were last season, do you think?
Well, I think every game is very different, and in the same season as well, depending on the momentum of each team, the games are very, very different. I think Thomas has brought something very different to what they had before as well, and you just have to see as his record and how remarkable job he did in his previous club, and he's given a very clear identity to the team, how they want to play, how they want to compete, and it will be very tough.
Some people have suggested that where they are in the Premier League table has maybe flattered them based on how they've played. What are your thoughts on that?
I think when you start to be in the part of the season that we are, I think you have to really earn the right to be where you are. And I think they've done a lot of very, very good things that they deserve to win. They won in some tough places as well. The record away from home has been very impressive as well. So you need to merit that. Nobody gives you anything in this league.
Manchester.
I feel like that's a bit harsh on Tottenham. Like they've been, a lot of criticism aimed at Frank for not playing so well, but they've been better defensively in the games I've watched them. They've not given up in games. They've still fought and fought and fought and managed to claw back in games where they looked like they were going to lose. And under the previous manager Ange Postecoglou, they were always attacking. No matter what the situation was, they could be down to 9 men against Chelsea. They're still going to have players forward. So it's a bit harsh on them to cuss out Frank when they've done well to get into the top 4 themselves. They're in around the place. Their aim was to get top 4, to get 70 points. You know, their chance to win another trophy, Carabao Cup example, FA Cup being an example. So I think Tottenham have done well this season. Frank is a good manager. He's going to be very defensive against Arsenal, because he knows the strengths and weaknesses of Arsenal, having played at Brentford. So, yeah.
City play tomorrow night, obviously ahead of you. If they win, they'll be 1 point behind you. Do you feel them kind of coming after you a bit?
No, everybody's going to try to win every game, the same as we are going to do. We just have to go game by game, control the things that we can do, prepare very well tomorrow. For Sunday, we have a beautiful game ahead of us, and that's what we can control.
And just lastly, a big opportunity for whoever you decide to play in place of Gabriel.
Yes, for sure, and that's what we're looking for. And the good thing is that we have rotate and play players in different positions very, very early in the season, and whoever plays is going to be ready to do that.
Alex, BBC.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Start of a big week with Tottenham on Sunday, then into Bayern Munich, and then another London Derby the following Sunday. How do you prepare and deal with these matches coming up, especially when you've got the injury issues you have at the moment?
Well, we've done the preparation and the international break. We knew that that was coming, was again very intense but beautiful as well. We have a very tough start of the season as well. We're ready for that. And now have everybody healthy, of the most of them healthy, which is a key thing obviously, and then again get in the rhythm, start to generate momentum again. We are in a really good moment, and we need to continue to do that game by game, because the games are going to be very, very thick and fast, and we need to be ready. Everybody has to be at it.
It's not just Arsenal that are suffering with injuries at the moment, Tottenham as well, and seeing it across football. A large part of both squads could be out if they don't come back for the match on Sunday. But do you think injuries are taking away from the quality of the game at the moment?
Well, injuries are part of football. Obviously, the demands that those players have in the way that the schedule is, obviously, is more demands than ever, and probably that's going to bring more injuries. We will try to avoid that as much as possible, but you can see that in many clubs, even in different countries as well. So we're going to have to live with that.
And then just on Gabriel Jesus, how is he getting on in his rehabilitation?
Very good. So he's doing everything with the team at the moment for the last almost 2 weeks. We're going to give him some exposure as well internally with some games, so he gets that fitness. But he looks really good in training, and he's going to be a big addition to the team.
I can't wait, man. Like, Gabriel Jesus was so good. Like, before his injury, those 2 games against Crystal Palace, man. Oh, and if you've seen the training clips, he does look sharp and raring to go. But it's training, like, hopefully he does get minutes. He does get minutes where he can be fit and firing again, and maybe an under 21s game here and there, a friendly behind the scenes would be good for him as well, you know.
Ian Tottle.
Hi Mikel, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Ebericheze, it's going to be a big game for him on Sunday because he could have joined Spurs during the summer. What advice would you give him? Because from some sections of the support, the away fans, they may not be overly happy to see him playing this game.
Nothing special, nothing different to any other player. I'm very happy that that he is with us. I think Eps over the years he had many options to go to different places. At the end, he was allowed to leave, and he chose to come here, which I'm very, very happy and proud of. And it's going to be a game that I can't wait for him to experience because it's very special.
You've spoken about the importance of the North London Derby. You never lost one as a player, and you haven't lost one as a manager. What's the secret?
I don't know. Try to prepare as good as possible. Try to perform during the game and try to be better than the opposition. That's what we try to do.
But it must come down to just more than that. I mean, for you to have this magnificent record.
No, but I have lost games against the Spurs as a manager.
Oh?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think you had.
Okay.
Bukayo Saka reports that he's going to be offered a new contract. We were talking to him about a new contract. How important is it for you that he signs up because he joined the club as a 9-year-old, could become a player who stays at one club for his career?
Well, what I'm very aware of is that he wants to continue with us, that he's very happy, that he's in the place that he wants to continue to be and achieve everything that we want to achieve together. And then when that happens and how it happens, I leave that to Andre and the club to figure out.
And lastly, this now is a period of 4 months before international break again. So largely this next period of 25, 30 odd games, whatever it is going to define your season. In terms of that, how delighted are you that it's now all going to be all guns blazing towards what could happen at the end of the season, and you've just got your players from now until March?
Well, we have a lot of work to do till that point. Again, go game by game, put the focus in the present, the things that we can do and we can control, try to improve every single day, try to be a better team. We'll have different periods playing different kind of oppositions. We'll have different resources available as well in the team. Try to be as competitive as we win and win as many games as we can.
Simon,
That's nice though, like, but I'll be honest about Bukayo Saka, like, I love Bukayo Saka, I think he's a fantastic footballer, but I've been hearing about this contract extension for the past year. I don't care if he wants to sign a new deal. He hasn't signed it yet. We've had Berta in for a while now, and I know we've signed everybody to new contracts, Lewis Skelly, Waneri, Gabriel, Saliba, you know, a lot of important players and whatnot, but like, I don't want to hear he's happy to sign, he's happy. I want to hear he signed a new contract. He signed. I don't want to hear it from Fabrizio Romano. I want to hear from Arsenal that Bukayo Saka signed it, where he's got pen to paper on a new deal in the new training kit, that he's here to stay with 2030, 2031, 2032 is part of the graphic. I want to see it from Arsenal himself, not just from Arteta or Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal themselves.
Mikel, can I just ask you about that sort of few days with the Eze deal, which from the outside seemed to move so quickly. What was it like for you experiencing it? And was there any point where you sort of feared he could go to Tottenham or you wouldn't get him in the building here?
Well, I don't know. At the end, there are three different parties. My feeling when I spoke to him that he wanted to join, then it's all about timing as well in football, which is something very difficult to predict and maybe doesn't work. What I'm very glad is that it did work. He worked in a great way. I'm very happy with what he's doing and still what he can do for the club and the team. And it's just the start of the journey.
We've sort of seen flashes of great moments from obviously the goal against Palace, things like that. But do you think there's still a lot more to come from him?
Yeah.
What more can we expect to see from him in Arsenal shirt?
A lot, because those relationships have to build, and creative players need to understand that, because it's all about as well connections, about timing, and him really flowing. And he's playing a different position. The more he's a bit settled in one of the positions and start to interact with players a bit more friendly, which he's doing at the moment, his natural talent will come out and he will have even a bigger impact in the team.
I feel like Eze will have a big game. I feel like it's his time to shine, you know.
Eberezer has had a good international break where he scored a lovely goal, which was overshadowed by English commentators being silly. You know, he's on a good wave of momentum where he's scoring goals now, so this is a big chance for him to prove a point. I expect him to start, whether it be in midfield or an attack. But yeah.
Tom, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. 22. Go.
Tom, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. 22. Go.
We saw that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was with you guys recently. How important is it to you to kind of reconnect with those players? The players played with you in the North London Derby around this time, and what do they kind of bring when they do return to the club?
Well, it's great to have him around. Very proud to have him because, first of all, he wanted to be back. So when that happens, is a player that has been out, that he wants to come, is a really good sign. It means that he felt loved here, respected, and he believes it's the right environment for him to again start to build something new in his career. And yeah, we all know Alex, how a magnificent person he is. He can be a great example for the other players as well with his experience, and even for me. So good to have him around.
He did an interview with Ben Foster as well, in which he talked about when Thierry Henry came back that period, that second time he was at the club, and he said that he felt like they learned that Henry brought an edge that was kind of lacking from that team. A nastiness was the word that he used. Do you feel like your team now has nastiness, an edge to go on and win these games and titles?
Yes, I do feel that we have everything that it takes to win. Yeah.
Who are the nastiest players?
It's not about that. I don't know if that's the best word. It's at the end you need to have everything that requires to win. And
I don't like the word nastiness. It's more ruthlessness. Like, why do they make it out like the way we play is such a bad thing? Oh, like I watched that interview with Ben Foster, and Chamberlain was just talking about the desire to win, the ruthlessness, the no moreness, the nice guy stuff, and the way this media spun it is like, oh, they're nasty, they're nasty. No, bro. They're not your friends, bro. You're the Tottenham or Sheffield United or Sunderland. They're not our friends, bro. When it comes to the 90th minute, they're not your friends. It's about do or die and about trying to win. Even Chamberlain said it, yeah. In growing admiration of James Milner and Henderson. The desire to win every step of the way. The desire that when you're facing these players, they are our opponents for the day, for the week, for whatever. Even Chamberlain said that Henderson was his best mate growing up. There was his best mate. But on match day, where Arsenal were playing Sunderland or Arsenal were playing Liverpool, Henderson would blank him. Chat to him. As soon as he went to full time, they were joking and bantering again. That's what you need, that bit of ruthlessness, that winning mentality. And Arsenal have got that now with Arteta and the culture he set. None of this nastiness nonsense.
and you have to deliver and do it. But I really believe in my team.
Thank you.
Hi, Mikel. Just on Calafiori, is it to do with his load? Because I think this season he's played very consistently. He's been available for every Premier League game. Compare that to last season. It's obviously a much kind of stronger fitness record. So is it more about managing him throughout these kind of moments?
Yeah, he's been dealing with a little issue, and he played. Then we as well rest him and take that load because of that. And when he got into the last game and had to try with the national team, they were very understanding of that issue, and that's when they allowed him to come back.
We've got a lot of respect for Gennaro Gattuso and the national team to bring him back, even though Italy had a very small chance. It was a very small chance of. Big up Janie for liking the live. Welcome to the stream. Calafiori has played a lot of minutes, more than last season when he's had injury problems coming in and out of the national team. And Italy have sort of understood that when he's come in and played after so many minutes, he does get those freak injuries and they occur because of the amount of minutes he's played. I'm sure Calafiori wanted to play for Italy, but he also understood, unlike Gabriel, that Tottenham, Bayern, Chelsea, all fierce games needed to play, and hopefully he is fit enough to play, and the test come back fine.
With Martin Ødegaard, I was just wondering, before he got injured against West Ham, I think he was roaming around the pitch a little bit more than usual. So
that's a lot then.
Yeah, but at points he was very central, at points he was on the left. And I was just wondering, is that something you'd like to see again when he's back fit?
Yeah, we have new players, and new players create new connection, create new ways of attacking, especially, and we need to let that flourish, you know. And we are learning a lot from them, and where they feel comfortable, how they can do that in the most efficient way. And when he's back in the team, I'm sure that we'll be able to do all the things as well.
James, CBS.
Hi, Mikel. Just specifically on the 6 players that were injured before the international break. When we spoke to you before Sunderland, you were quite optimistic on their recoveries. At the moment, are you more optimistic than then, same level, or less optimistic?
I am, but it's the final stage, and now is when there is contact around them, when they have to be pushed into very unpredictable things that they haven't done. And yeah, I think they're going to be with us soon. I don't know if Sunday is going to be too soon.
With replacing Gabriel, one of the great strengths you had was that pairing of Gabriel and Saliba and the consistency that offered to the team around them. Do you have to try and recreate that, or do you almost need to lean into the fact that one player can't replace Gabriel? There may need to be 2 or 3 stepping into that.
No, because every player brings a specific qualities, and Gabri's is his leadership, his presence, that love that he has to defend and to transmit as well. His body language to other players, and we have to do it, and we have to spread that. People will step up. We've done it in the past many times. Unfortunately, we played.
To be fair, about Gabriel, like, we missed him dearly towards the end of the season, right? He got injured in that Fulham game, and then all of a sudden we were playing Kivior, and Kivior had a lot of minutes. Although he's now on loan at Porto, and he may leave and go there and permanently, I did think he did a good job in stepping in. I feel like the only fault Kivior had was probably the deflection against PSG, where we lost 1-0 at the Emirates with Ousmane Dembele scoring. But at the same time, like, he stepped up in the Real Madrid games. He was our best centre back in both of those games, home and away, where Saliba was meant to be the leader and he was caught off guard a couple of times. But I think he did make one small error, but Vinny didn't, or Mbappe didn't take advantage of that. So when Hincapié does come in, or Calafiori plays centre back, he's got to do better than Kivior, you know, or Mosquera. Mosquera's had a brilliant start to the season, despite, you know, Saliba being a HUD. My other account got banned, so yeah.
Yes, last year, the biggest and the most probably part of the season without him as well, and the team was able to cope with that.
Okay, last couple in the AS Live. We'll first go to Pablo from AS.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
This week, Quique Sánchez-Flores, former Watford manager, he recognized in an interview that he was quite sad this summer when he saw Zubimendi leaving Real Sociedad to come to Arsenal because of the Spanish league losing its talent. But he also said that Arsenal made a really big step forward to fight for trophies because of Zubimendi's signing. He also, Zubimendi scored this international break with Spain. How high do you rate him in the level of best midfielders in the world right now?
Well, for my players are the best. To compare them with other players, I don't think it's fair. I think each player has his own qualities. I think the impact of Zubi in the team is unquestionable. I think what he's doing and doing it so early as well in his career here, it's very impressive. And that's what we need, a player at that level, playing at consistently and helping the team is going to be very positive for the team and the results of the team.
I think Zubimendi's been fantastic for Arsenal. One of the best players in midfield. The way he's just taken it on his stride and become one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, it's crazy. He is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to watch. He scores some good goals. He's good with both feet. Agile. Got brilliant vision where he can play a lovely through ball. He's kind of that perfect mix between Jorginho and the former midfielder we had. I'm not mentioning his name, but he reads the game perfectly. He reads the game really well, but the agility to beat players, but to keep the tempo going, it's very good. Really been impressed.
Do you see him being in the lineups of the Spain World Cup next summer?
That's for the manager to decide. Hopefully he will do so well here that he had a great chance and a big headache for the manager.
And Charles,
Of the Spain World Cup next summer?
That's for the manager to decide.
What was the question?
Being in the lineups of the Spain World Cup next summer?
That's for the manager to decide. Hopefully he will do so well here that he had a great chance and a big headache for the manager.
and Charles from goal.
Yeah, Zubimendi should be in line to start. Although Rodri is one of the best midfielders in the world, he's barely played. So Zubimendi has a chance to steal his spot. He even did in the last Euros, coming on for Rodri and then playing a stellar performance to beat England. So hopefully he's got a big chance. He's class.
Hi Mikel, just on Ben White, there was maybe a little bit of a surprise before the international break that he didn't start any of those sort of the 3 games in a week, especially the one in Prague. Are you sort of still at the stage with Ben where it's really sort of carefully managing his minutes after the injury issues?
We had a period after now. I think he's in a much better period. Now we have to pick the game and the best combinations that we think. So he needs to continue to train very, very hard and wait for the opportunity because he's going to have it.
He's always been such a warrior for Arsenal, hasn't he, Ben? He's shown so much trust in him. Do you still have that sort of trust, not so much in him, but in his body, that he can handle the games that are going to come up? He's got such a big week again, 3 games in space.
Yeah, but now he needs to do it when he plays and prove that like any other player. So that's the test, that's the level. Duran has been incredible as well this season. We know the level of Ben and how incredible he can be for the team. So that's it. Everybody will have options.
Yeah, on Ben White, like Ben White has struggled for minutes last season and this season because of his fitness. He's become a big miss for Arsenal, even though Timber has been excellent. And it's good that Arteta is like praised Timber in that as well. And the interviewer, I know the person asking the question is Charles Watts, and I watch Charles Watts a lot on his content, on his videos. I was watching it before the stream, and it is important that we play Ben White, we play Lewis Skelly, we play Norgard, we play Kai Havertz or Gyökeres or Jesus, we play Mosquera, we play the backup players because those players are important to Arsenal winning the league. You can't just rely on Timber to play 40 games in a row. He ain't gonna do that. It's not possible. So there's gonna be moments where Timber's gonna have to be on the bench and then White is gonna have to come in, or because look at Gabriel. Gabriel's now injured. Now it's Hincapié starting to step up because we have so many injuries. We've had Gyökeres playing, starting games when he was meant to ease himself in because Kai Havertz got injured. So yeah, good point from Arteta.
Just very quickly, just on Kieran Tierney during the international break, still so loved here by the fans. I mean, he had such a special moment with Tierney during the international break.
Everybody will have options.
Just very quickly, just on Kieran Tierney during the international break, still so loved here by the fans. I mean, he had such a special moment with Scotland. What was your thoughts when you saw that goal? I'm sure you absolutely loved the moment he had.
Well, very happy for him and very happy for all the Scottish people as well because I lived there for 2 years and I had an amazing experience and I fall in love with their passion and how they treat people. So I'm very happy for the country.
That's class. You see his reaction to Tierney, like when the Charles Watts mentioned Tierney, and he just immediately smiled. That's so wholesome. Shout out Scotland for reaching the World Cup again, man. That is class. But yeah, like I know with Arteta it was very coy in the media, but he was willing to explain a bit more about Ben White and a few of the injury concerns. But I just want to see Arsenal be competing, and win and win and win every game. Shout out Haters TV, Beanie Man Sports for the content as well. We ain't got a lot of time to react to a lot of the Arsenal content, but on this, right?
Mikel, welcome to the Sticker Book Challenge. In front of you, you've got your very own sticker page with some big questions from your managerial and playing career on it.
There we go. Why is that still playing? Right, hold on. I got to stop before I get Sky Sports on my case. Tried to take down my channel after the Premier League took down my TikTok. But I've uploaded the wrong image. This will be the likely starting lineup when you look at it, right? When you look there and you see there's players right here, right? Raya, Timber, Saliba, Mosquera, Lewis Kelly. Maybe it might be Hincapié and Calafiori. But I reckon that Calafiori might be playing. Obviously, you've got Zubimendi and Rice in midfield with Eze. Eze being a creative force. Odegaard likely to be on the bench. Odegaard's going to be very, very important. Obviously, Arteta was coy in saying that. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Right there, subscribe. There you can see the chat there. Big up to everybody. But, like, that's a big miss is not having... If we could have Gyökeres starting, that'd be insane. Right? If he could be starting. But I just don't know, man. Like, I want the best players fit and available. I wanted Arsenal to be having this squad available. Look at that. Gabriel, Gyökeres, Odegaard, possibly the Calafiori, not starting. God. And even then, you look on the bench, you look at the subs. Madueke, Jesus, Havertz. All available, all not available. I don't know why I spelled Trossard's name wrong, I'm disappointed. And then you got Hincapié on the bench. Mosquera or Lewis Kelly on the bench that can make an impact. It's very, very disappointing, but close to return. But yeah, overall, we're gonna need everybody fit and firing, chat. Big up to everyone that's still here. That was my reaction to the press conference. I just need Arsenal to be winning, man. That's all I want. Is Arsenal to win every game possible, you know? Just needing that Arsenal team to win. Nothing else. Win every game possible. And then obviously the news about Gabriel can be annoying. It is annoying. Like a late session for tomorrow. I think he's just being coy about Calafiori. I'm gonna have to refresh this page because of the latest news. It's now nearly 5. So big up to everyone that's still in the stream. Big up everyone who's on the TikTok stream. But refreshing the page, hopefully there's latest news that's positive about Arsenal. Shout out No Arsenal as well. 460k followers is insane. I don't care about what Invincible said what. Obviously the 4-4 draw happened, that was okay. Arsenal handed huge injury boost ahead of Chelsea fixture. That news is Palmer is injured, broken toe. You got Rice speaking about Arteta saying, don't judge him now, judge him in the end. When he's won anything. Arteta was an impact on Rice. The big reason why. Cat Raya, man. Top 3 goalkeeper. All Black third. Alisson second. Raya first. Fair. Odegaard to be available. Big update needed. I spoke about that yesterday. Tottenham is one of Saka's, but City is. Of course it is, because he's playing against his biggest rivals, a team that he grew up taking the mickey out of. Let's have a look at what Hand of Arsenal does. Any update on him before we close out the stream today. Look, I didn't expect many viewers. I didn't expect many. I just wanted to be productive and talk about the game itself. I could have done in a 20-minute video where I reacted to the press conference, but it is what I could do that tomorrow. But yeah, nobody cared who I put on a mask. Let it all work out. Oh, no big update from Hand of Arsenal apart from that latest news. But then you look at AFC stuff, they're always reposting things. So, oh my God, I'm starting to lag. Where I'm refreshing things, I'm always lagging. So, it's. We got Mad Dog Josh. Welcome to the stream, man. So tough. So tough nowadays. But yeah, Calafiori wasn't available for the international break. He's been carrying a few things. So they're dealing with a little issue. Gabriel unfortunately picked up an injury with the national team, as we've recorded that. Wenger. But like, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. And looking back at the starting lineup ahead of the Tottenham news, you know, who's going to be fit and who's going to be available? Come 3:30 is when we're going to find out. I'm nervous. I'm actually nervous for this game. I'm not as confident as I was like last year. I think Tottenham are going to be very defensive against Arsenal. It could be like a 1-0 result. Set pieces, we might have to suffer in that because Gabriel is out. Marino likely to start up front. Last season, Trossard made the impact, scoring the important winning goal. Colomwani faced a late fitness test. Big game for Simons, who struggled for form at Spurs. Well, Van der Ven and Romero, good run of form. Those two players have been very good in set pieces. And then you look at the latest updates. Calafiori is no longer on this list, which is a big news. Gyökeres is a doubt, whereas Martinelli, Havertz, Madueke, early December, mid-December, Jesus, although back in training, mid-December, Gabriel, early December possibly, but you look at Tottenham's latest injury news, Bergvall's, Kudus, important first-team players, Madsen, important, Bissouma's been struggling with injuries, Solanke, Kulusevski is one of their better attacking players. But the reason why this game is so important is because we have 4 points clear on Man City. Man City face Newcastle. We face Spurs. Imagine we won that game against Sunderland. It's 7. But it is what it is. Chelsea third, who we play after. And that's the next Premier League game that Man City will be licking their lips. And you look at Arsenal on FootMob, shout out FootMob, but like, these fixtures are so tough. It's so tough going into December, going into January, going into the new year, you know, where it's Tottenham, it's Bayern, Chelsea, Brentford, there is a banana skin, a 7:30 kickoff. Then a 12:30 kickoff away at Aston Villa, Brugge. Then Wolves, who we shall see, but Everton away. Well, we struggled in recent years, and Palace, but I don't want to look too further ahead. We'll have a little preview on the Bayern game, on the Tottenham game as well. May I be a mod again? Okay. But like, make mod viewer. Yeah. There you go. But shout out JD. But like, I just want Arsenal to win. That's all. I just want Arsenal to win. 4:30 kickoff at night time as well. Oh man, it's going to be hell getting there and back. To be fair, but I'll have a quick look at their latest fixtures as well and their news. But let's have a look. So they've got PSG and then Fulham. Wow. PSG is a tough game. Obviously, they played each other in the Super Cup. PSG winning on penalties. Newcastle, Brentford. So they've got tricky fixtures like us. and they just come off the back of losing against Chelsea, drawing against United, a good result against Copenhagen. But yeah, that's my preview done for the game, man. Let me know what you're thinking. That's the latest Arsenal news, man. Latest Arsenal news, latest reactions. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Thank you for joining. Shout, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, people. I'm gonna end it there, people. Let me know what you think. Gabriel out for a few weeks. Erdegaard and Gyökeres could be back. Calafiori is being assessed. But Jesus returning to full fitness as well. But let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining the live stream. Live for an hour! Live for an hour. Let's go. Oh, man. Alright, we could do this more often. Going live for an hour, getting a reaction out of it. Big up to Suhane, big up to Janie, big up to PFTV, big up to everyone. Big up Sheaf. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna finish it as